We are at Jackson Bay. This is at the end of the Almirantazgo Sound. This is a newly created MPA, Marine Protected Area, the first marine protected area in Tierra del Fuego.
One thing that I'm going to warn you is that, as you can see,
we're surrounded by tall mountains, snowfields, rivers, beautiful local southern beach forests, and this is everyone's first chance to get their feet on the ground and really dig into what makes this place so special.
This is a breeding place for elephant seals. This is one of the two only colonies you have here in Chile. So all this area is protected by national and private initiatives.
What you can see now on this side is a relatively young pup. It's still in a dark coat. The big male elephant seals can get to 8,000 pounds. So the larger the males are, the more volume there is in that snout, and the more they can basically project the sound that I'm big, I'm strong, you need to back off, because on the breeding beaches, it's bloodshed. They have just a very thin layer of fur, and they shed that every year. So that's the other reason that they come to shore.
And you can see elephant seals in the river, so it's quite strange.
So you have 3 different species of southern beech. So these are the evergreens, which are used for timber. And those ones in particular have these growths, these parasites. And then on them grow a fungus, a mushroom. And they discovered on this very mushroom a yeast that's cold tolerant and that matches identically the other half of the hybrid that's been used for hundreds of years in brewing beer in the cellars of Germany.
We saw elephant seals on the beach, had a walk through the woods, climbed up to the waterfall, which was spectacular and really beautiful.
the fjords, of course, are beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. But to get into the interior, like we did just now, and the hike up to the waterfall is absolutely gorgeous.
I first dreamed about Patagonia when I was 20 years old, so this is a 40-year-old dream that's come to fruition, and I must say it does not disappoint.
What the male is doing right now is he's trying to mate with a female who's on the other side of him. Only a couple weeks after she gives birth to that pup, which is probably 2 to 3 weeks old, she goes into estrus again. And she's receptive. Yeah, I know, she just has a baby, and then the whole process starts all over.
One expects to see a pristine place, but you see a lot of garbage. So this invites us to think about our practices.
We're on Tierra del Fuego, and this afternoon we're in Ainsworth Bay, just a bit to the west of where we were this morning. The glacier at the head of the bay, Marinelli Glacier, has retreated several miles. And if we look at the charts on the bridge, it shows the glacier extending further down the bay than we see it right now. Right now the glacier's retreated. We'll be walking ashore through some very flat areas with very low vegetation, and then we'll scoot along the mountainside through the forest. It just looks really beautiful. I'm really looking forward to this walk to see what vegetation we find, and it should be a nice exploratory walk. That's a mistletoe. Different species from what we have in the US. This they call Chinese lantern. A fungus makes the structure, and then algae cells live incorporated into the fungus.
Our guide told us this area was the Disney World of fungus. And it really is. There's so many beautiful shapes and colors, things that you'll never see back at home. So I really enjoyed that. Well, at the back end of the walk was this very large moss wall with water dripping down from it. I mean, it almost didn't look like it could be natural. It was so beautiful.
Who cut the tree down?
A beaver.
Yeah.
This was a phenomenal walk. We had an excellent guide who explained a lot of things about animals, vegetables, and minerals that we're not familiar with, at least not in the Northern Hemisphere where I'm from.